Hello my friends, welcome back to another video on the channel. Yes, it is me. I have been absent for a long time, but trust me, it's for good reasons. Touring has been absolutely crazy. This has been the biggest year yet, which leaves a little bit less time to be in the studio. So I obviously need to focus my efforts on making music as well as playing the shows. I'm gonna make an effort to be more regular and more consistent on here. January is a really empty period for all of us in this scene, so that's when I'm really going to kind of try and stock up some videos for you guys. So let me know if there's anything you want to see. In addition to that, the label has been going amazing. It's been really full on as well, trying to find music and stuff like that, so that has obviously taken up a little bit of time as well. And the other thing which has taken up some time is what we're going to talk about in this video. I have just released a sick new Big Room Techno sample pack. The last one I did, the Ollie James Big Room Techno producer pack, it was a small pack, just a collection of sounds. It literally, the sales were crazy. I looked back recently, I was like, damn, I need to do a version 2 of this. I think it's more universally used than templates, because templates were only on FL Studio specific things. So with the sample pack, everyone can use it. But this one I wanted to push the boat out and really test myself and make some presets as well. So we're going to look at the sample pack. As you can see, we have acid, ambience, basslines, claps, drum fills, drum loops, hats, kicks, midis, presets, snares, synth fills, and synth shots. So I've been working endlessly on this. I've kind of sacrificed on the music side a bit. But I think it's worth it. This thing is going to be so useful for you guys. You can literally make Big Room Techno tracks from this pack alone. Like, let's be honest, we all live from Kashmir's packs, right? We all live from it. Every single sound you just get from there. I want this to be a pack for you guys making this genre. You just grab stuff, kicks, everything you need, synth shots, and drums and stuff like that. So what I've done is I made some drops for the demo track. This will just show people what kind of sounds are in the pack. I've only used sounds from the pack for this. So everything you hear is in the pack. So if you go and grab it, you will get these sounds. And I'm going to show you how I use them and stuff. There will be a discount for the first week. I promise. This is 7 days. And after that 7 days, it goes to full price. Unless you're a Patreon, then you get another discount code. But for everyone else, grab it in the first week. Why not? You're going to grab it eventually anyway. So let's see what I came up with the new Ollie James Big Room Techno Vol.2 sample pack. So there it is. There is a few hours work, and I pretty much made, what is that, 7 songs out of this thing. So honestly, with this style of music, with these kind of drops, it's about sound design, right? It's about having the right sounds. I'm giving you the right sounds here. You should be able to use these pretty easy. It's the main thing I want to do is help you guys level up, because we all know Big Room Techno, this new kind of sound, doesn't have many sample packs. Let's be honest. We're looking from on Splice for techno stuff, for this, that, the other. I'm trying to condense it all somewhere for you can just pick sounds when you need it. So drop 1, let's have a look at what we used. So the main thing obviously is the kick. This thing is huge. Great punch. Really big sub. I did add an EQ to this. So what I did is I boosted around E, 80 hertz, and I also boosted the high click at 5000 hertz. Without, it still sounds sick. But what the EQ did was lifted that sub a little bit higher in the mix to make it feel a little bit more rounded. So that was pretty much it. We also have this, which just sits on the top. Gives it a little bit of a rumble, a little bit of rhythm. We have this preset as well. Great for like big Reese Brahms. You can use it as a Serum a Reese bass. You can use it for everything. These Serum presets are so durable. We will go through the presets and everything later on as well, but we're just going to go through and see what sounds we used. For the lead, we used Synth 08. Beautiful. So processing wise, without, it sounds like this. Exactly the same. What I did with the processing, because obviously these sounds have been processed already by me, I've just tried to boost it a little bit more. As you can see, I haven't really gone crazy on the saturation and stuff. It's more about just inflating the sound and making it more in your face. So Camel Crusher, Blood Overdrive, some EQ, lifting some highs and stuff like that. And then we've got the good old reverb with the P controller. I've also got a delay as well on this one, which I play. As you can see here, I turned the delay on. So with a melody like this, and then it goes away, I like to have a delay. As you can hear it play in the background there, this fruity delay just makes it kind of fill that empty gap. So it's like a call and response. With the reverb, it just sounds huge. So that is drop number 1. So simple. Did not take much time at all, but this thing bangs in a club, guaranteed. This next drop, much more groovy, a little bit old, hard techno, but this has a beautiful reverse bass. It really gives a little bit of groove. So we have this kick drum, which is Kick 22E. Beautiful. Nice warm sub. The kick isn't super punchy, but it's got a nice round feel to it. What I will say is with these kicks, you can actually, just like the whole pack, you can use it with each other. For example, there's some really good clicky kicks where you can use the top kick. For example, I could use the top kick from this. And I will do a few more videos on this. Maybe making tracks from scratch using only the pack and stuff like that. But look, if we just take the punch from this, now it becomes a super aggressive kick. But I like the clean roundness of this. We also have this beautiful screech sound sample, which is Synth 19. So nice. Obviously we've got drum fills in there, we've got everything covered. Drop 3. Probably closest to my sound. This one's probably my favorite. Kick drum we used is Kick 12. As we can hear, it's a rumbly kick. It's got a really nice top click on it. Little resound as well in there, just to give it a little bit of crisp. But as you can hear, this doesn't really sound like a sample, right? These are the settings I use when I load up any one-shot sample. So if you load up any of these samples from the pack, just do this. You're going to have so much control over it then. Simple melody, but this sound really just is next level. So it really carries the drop. You don't need to be too fancy there. So that's it for those drops. We also have these ones. Now the reason they're separate is because I'm making 2 promotion videos. The first drop's in one and the second drop's in another. I love this drop as well. Got an ambience here, which I know is probably the thing people want the most because it's so hard to find good ambience. So I've sat and I've made ambience for you guys. So kick drum. Now the difference here with Big Room Techno, usually the kicks will be a little bit sharper like this. In techno, the kicks are more rounded like the other drop. So I think this is, you've got loads of kicks there with like really nice click, which kind of distinguish Big Room Techno from techno, right? Because this is kind of literally a big room mixed with techno. So this kick really nice. It's got a little bit of an offbeat as well, so it fills the gaps of that melody. Whoom, whoom, whoom. So this one bangs. The preset we used, not a sample this time, this is one of the presets. This preset is called, I believe it's called The Future of Rave. So this is kind of a future ravey sound but with a twist. So this preset's really cool, really kind of future ravey but with a bit more of like a techno feel to it. We also have, that's it for that drop, pretty simple again. So little elements but it just really bangs. And this one's also pretty cool. So kick we used is a kick with no sub attached. This one is one you want to use with your rolling bass lines and stuff. Beautiful. Little bit of like analog crisp to it as well. And the bass is also beautiful. It's kind of a donkey bass. This is a really kind of modern sound in the UK right now. This really works, this kind of kick and bass. And then we have the preset that was used, which was, I think it's called Mono. If it's gonna load, Mono Machine. You want to use this in the mono. You want to really push the mono on this because this just fits so nice and tight, and altogether it just sounds really cool. We also have an acid shot as well. Really big, thick acid shot. We'll go through these in more detail later. This drop is... So again, it's the same kick, but we have a rolling bass line with a nice crispy top to it. Now with this lead, we use a sample and the preset together. This preset is the Tell Me Why pluck. Really nice when you use it higher up. But I wanted a bit more aggressiveness, so I used this one. Love this sound. Got some more acid shots. And then the final drop. Love this drop as well. So this synth shot is again set up like this if you use an FL Studio. And the kick we used, again, really nice punch and clean, gritty kind of sub. Some drums there. And that's pretty much it for the demo drops. Really simple, didn't take long. This pack is so versatile and so easy to use. Let's go through the pack sounds one by one, then we'll check out the midis and the Serum presets as well. So here are the acid sounds. Loads of stuff you can do with that. Ambience. Really rich textures, going to take your tracks to the next level. In a variety of different keys, so you might not even need to stretch them or change keys. So bass lines we have split into two sections. For Big Room Techno, you're either going to have a reverse bass or you're going to have a rolling bass line or just a straight techno kick. For the bass lines, we have reverse. So there's our reverse bass. It's really thick, really powerful. Then we have our claps. You'll notice how most of the samples have this like crispy vinyl noise to the top. I think it's really important, especially in like tracks like this, to have a little bit more texture in your songs. So there's some drum fills, which are just easy to drag and drop. Hats. Really good to layer together. For example, this one with a sharp one just works so well. This pack is just designed to work with each other. Some of the kicks. Midis we will go through in a sec, same with the presets. Then we have some snares. Good for your build-ups. Just literally just drag 16th notes and it sounds great. Synth fills. Great for in between the drop. Then we have all these synth shots. So there is the pack. Literally everything you could ever need. Let's go into the Serum presets and let's take a look at some of the midis. Let's just take one MIDI and see what the presets are sounding like. Maybe this one. So these are all lead sounds. You can use them in the break, you can use them in the drop. I love this melody for the break, super emotional. Beautiful big trancey lead there called Big Trancer. More of a hardstyle sound for this preset. I'll be using it as like a one-shot drop, like Seduction. I wouldn't be playing too many notes with it. It just works so well as like a hard drop sound. A really, really clean Big Room saw. You can really use this in multiple octaves, like we saw before in the drop. Play with this detune, it just sounds crazy. Now for this one, this is kind of a 303 style acid. So for this, so this is how I'll be using this sound. you can just play the cut off there, which kind of gives that resonance, kind of opening up sound. So this one is Lethal Industry. You can do anything with this sound. I really like it. It reminds me of old kind of Dioro kind of sound. Nice clean LFO sound, which you can just easily toggle with that. Make some cool breakdowns and stuff. Breakdown stuff with that. For example, Once Again and Flatline. It's kind of a sound to allow you to do that. With this one is kind of based on the Will Sparks song LSD. If you play it in C7 or above, it's going to sound really, really cool, and you can just play like long 16th notes, and you can do some really cool shit with it. Mono Machine. Really big, really clean. This reminds me of the Thomas Newson song Polaroid from Revealed back in the days. Another nice detuned lead layer there. And this one is a crazy, crazy screech. Can do some cool stuff with that as well. Another screech. I prefer it in like the C4. It's kind of super hard styley, like Headhunter style screech. This is a bit like Seduction. So this one before, Tell Me Why. You can even use this like kind of old school ravey. Something like that, and then that is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little look through the new Ollie James Big Room Techno Vol.2 Rave Ready Samples Pack. It is out now. The discount code is in the description. Please enjoy it. Let me know what you think of it. If you make some cool stuff with it, tag me in a story on Instagram and I will share it. And please let me know what you want to see in the coming months. Obviously, like I said, January I'm going to go really hard and try and stack lots of content ready for you guys. But thanks for watching. Next week we're going to go through how to make a song with this pack. I'm going to start from complete scratch, not even going to think of an idea. We're just going to go through together, try and make a whole track from this, because I think it's going to be super easy with all the content we've got in this. So please enjoy, and I'll see you guys next week.